why many immigrants, upon arriving in America, they choose the profession of becoming nurses or the health sector in general. One of the reasons people say, oh, this sector pays a lot. And sometimes they think that it is easier to be sponsored or to get sponsorship from your employer if you become a nurse. But let's go to the reality. Does nursing as a profession pays more than any other profession? The answer is no. Absolutely not. The tendency of what I see from people, because you come to America, you see your friend is a nurse and you become a nurse. Why are you just copying and pasting every single thing? I've seen, this is a good example. There is one person I know, has a very good bachelor degree, then is doing master's degree. Just on the last semester to finish master's, the person asked me a question. Oh, I want to, when I finish my master's degree, I want to go to do nursing degree. Why do you want to go to do a nursing degree? Oh, it's because this is easier to get a job, it is easier to get a sponsorship, and it is easier to get more money. So I said, let's go on the reality. How much does a nurse make, roughly, per hour? And then let's go to find how many hours our nurses work. In a normal job, when you say this is a full-time job, someone works for 40 hours per week. That is full-time job. Meaning, in a month is 160 hours per month. But if you check a nurse, majority of nurses, not all, depending whether you are a travel nurse, you are not a travel nurse, and so forth, but majority of nurses are getting paid between $30 to $40, some places up to $45, and some, whatever, depending on other factors, it can go 60, 70, whatever it is. But majority are not going to reach $50. Majority are between 30 to 40 or 45. That's the majority of them. But if you take $35 per hour or $40 per hour times number of hours per week, full-time job is 40 hours per week. Meaning, if you do that per week, then times 4 in a month, how much are nurses make? If you make 40 hours per week, you go to do average about $35 to $40 per hour. Majority of them, they make about $5,000 to $6,000 per month. But we see the notion that nurses are getting paid a lot. The reason is not they are paid a lot. No, nurses are working longer hours. What they do is their shift is full-time job, but working 12 hours shift. So the 40 hours, instead of doing 40 hours in the entire week, they work 3 days, 40 hours. So if they work 12 to 13 to 14 hours per shift, meaning for 3 days, they make 3 days they are going to work for 40 hours. So if someone works on 3 days, then is remaining with 4 days. So the same nurse, instead of going to rest for these 4 days, is going to find another job of being a nurse, a second shift. So technically, the nurse is going to have 2 jobs. So instead of working 160 hours per month, or instead of working 40 hours per week, is going to work 80 hours per week, or 320 hours per month. So if the nurse is going to make $5,000 per month for 40 hours, then you have the second job, you're going to make $10,000. So that's why you hear nurses are making $100,000 and above. It's not just by working full-time, one job, you're going to make $100,000 a nurse. Unless others, there are travel nurses and other factors, I understand. But majority of nurses, they don't make that one unless otherwise they have overtime or double shift. That is number one. We have to agree with that. By saying so, what if I go to work in a warehouse, a $30 job? I finish 40 hours per week on this one. I have another company. I have another job. So it doesn't matter what job you have in America. If you work 2 jobs, your income is doubled. So if you are working one job is giving you $4,000 per month, You double that, you have 2 jobs of the same amount, you're making $80,000. So don't be confused that you must become a nurse in order to make good money. If you want to make more money, majority of people, I don't say you have to do, majority of people, especially when they're in America, they work 2 to 3 shifts, 2 to 3 jobs. That's how they do. So if you do that, you make more money. I understand that one. But there are also other professions. By themselves, you don't need to work 2 jobs to make more money. So assume someone is a data analyst. Data analysts, or people who study data science, their salary per year, they make about 200,000 and more. And they're not doing 2 jobs, it's just 1 job. Someone who is doing IT will be paid more than someone who is in social science. You have a degree in social work, you have a degree in political science, you have a degree in international relations, you'll get less than someone who is doing that one. Someone who is working, let's say, as a truck driver or working as UPS. UPS pays $25 to $40 per hour, depending on what you are going to do. If you drive the truck, UPS truck, you are going to get almost $40 per hour. So if you work 2 jobs, you will make more than a nurse. So the point is not, I'm trying to say, there are some people, they don't have the vocation, they don't have the interest, they don't like to become nurses. Why do you become nurse? If the point is to make money, there are so many jobs you can make money, but overall, if you have 2 jobs, you make more money too. So don't become a nurse for the matter, oh, I'm going to make more money. Do you like to become a nurse? Is the nursing profession part of your vocation? For me, I don't want and I don't like to become a nurse. I don't have that, courage to become a nurse. There are some people, become a dental assistant can get paid more than a certain particular job. So depending what you want to do, but no matter what, if you do 2 jobs, you get paid more. So my advice to you, don't just go to a certain particular profession even if you don't like it. There are so many professions. Any profession you have in America, you do 2 jobs, you get more. But the last thing I want to add on that one is, at the beginning you can do 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever. But the more you stay in America, find a way. Yes, I have 1 job, but find the other time to start your own business. Find your own time to invest in something else. Because the energy you have the first year in America, the second year in America, is different from when you have been there for 10 years. It's different from when you are single versus when you are married with children. You can't work 80 hours, 60 hours shift per week. You cannot do that. You go and just die by walking or die at the warehouse there. So yes, work, but find a way in your extra job, find something for yourself to own. Something you can be able to invest or have your own store on Amazon, have something, content creation. You can have like a certain kind of investment or some buying stocks, invest on retirement, have life insurance, have something else so that you have something else, not depending on working is the only way of money making in the United States of America.